With the stroke of his pen, Governor J.B. Prizker made Illinois the 9th state to ban assault-style weapons.
Today, I couldn't be prouder to say that we got it done.
It's time that we protect Illinois communities. It's time that we protect Illinois families.
Many months later.
Gun control does not work. Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms for NRA certification and multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. And if you like my channel, like my content, and what I do here, you can support me with the link in the description box. Everything is appreciated. But let's talk about this. Now, you saw the little opening clip with obviously the governor of Illinois, once again, grandstanding and gaslighting. And then you saw the follow-up clip to what appeared to be a gang shootout, not 5 months after he signed that bill into law. And as you can see, and as you noticed in the video, that is full automatic gunfire. Remember, Illinois' assault weapons ban limits the number of rounds in a rifle to 10 and in a handgun to 15. As you can clearly see, gun control at its finest, because it doesn't work. When you make a law that only the law-abiding will follow, it is not going to affect violence and crime. But I want to get deeper into that story because, once again, it just shows the complete failure of addressing the actual problem. Just remember, over the Memorial Day weekend in Chicago, 53 people, if I'm not mistaken, it's 53, were shot. This is the new mayor's first tenure, his first holiday, with his new safety ambassadors that he put on the streets. 53 people were shot. And his explanation of that was just ridiculous.
Poverty didn't go away over the weekend. Like, we understand that when communities have been disinvested in and traumatized, that you're seeing the manifestation of that trial.
But let's jump into this. This article, it's Truth About Guns. Video shows fully automatic gang-related gunfire on the streets of Chicago. In Chicago, local political leaders have tried to rebrand gang violence as gun violence. In reality, guns don't shoot up Windy City neighborhoods, but gang bangers certainly do. And here we are almost 5 months after Governor Prizker signed a gun and magazine ban, and gang members fearlessly unload on their rivals, killing one and wounding at least 3 others. To add insult to injury, one of the 16-year-olds who were targeted by this attack raised a pistol and fired shots at police officers who were responding to the full auto volley gunfire. He was the only arrest CPD made in the incident. It all happened just after 8 p.m. on Thursday. And this is a quote from the local affiliate. A newly acquired video shows 4 people, at least 2 armed with machine guns, unleashing a torrent of gunfire in Chicago on Wednesday evening. The shots left a 14-year-old boy dead and at least 3 others injured. Later, a 16-year-old boy fired a gun at Chicago police officers as they investigated the shooting. He was charged yesterday with 6 counts of attempted murder of peace officers. The video belonged to CWB Chicago by a source, shows 4 people walking across a vacant lot in the 4200 block of South Wells around 8:20 p.m. on June 1st. You've seen the video. Chicago police officers responded to a shot spotter alert and found 4 victims lying on the ground and a 16-year-old boy armed with a handgun nearby, according to CPD. The boy fired his weapon towards officers and the officers fired back, then took him into custody, according to police media's statement. The boy had a gunshot wound to his leg, but investigators were not immediately sure if he was shot in the earlier shooting or by officers. CPD said 2 guns were also recovered at the shooting scenes, which means there's a gang beef. Okay, bottom line. No charges have been announced in connection with the shooting scene in the video. A 14-year-old boy identified as Pierre Johnson was shot in the chest and died. An 18-year-old man was critically wounded by a gunshot wound to the back, and a 19-year-old man was shot in the chest and leg. He was also in critical condition, according to Chicago police. A woman aged 21 was shot in the hand. The gangbangers in the video are no doubt unaware that fully automatic firearms must be registered with the ATF under the National Firearms Act, or maybe they just became impatient waiting for their Form 1s to be approved. That can be particularly frustrating after paying for the $200 tax stamp. The Wild West had nothing on present day Chicago thanks to gangs virtually owning the streets, and politicians would rather posture for votes than take any meaningful action to protect local residents. They're far more interested in getting the money. Okay, this is a result of crime without consequences because Chicago has a woke mayor, Chicago has a woke DA. So even when they catch up with these idiots, it's going to be nothing. It's basically, in the grand scheme of the crime, it will be a nothing burger when it comes to the actual punishment. And I keep saying that they keep ignoring the real problem. And at its core, it is fatherless activity. There are too many single parent homes with mostly women raising these boys, and this is the end result. They look for male attention or male leadership elsewhere, and you end up with this. But I want to come back to Governor Prizker because, he made such a big deal out of signing off on his assault weapons ban. I'm going to show you these two clips. Actually, I'm going to show you one and come back. But listen to what he says here.
Look, our state will be safer because taking these weapons off the streets means that there will be fewer incidents of a mass shooting at a parade or against worshipers in their church or students at school, our own children.
Now, listen to what he says here.
Well, you're right. I signed the Reproductive Health Act in 2019 before the Dobbs decision ever came around because we here in Illinois knew this was coming, wanted to make sure that we protected women in our state and anyone who came here. But now what's important is because essentially it's been outlawed in virtually every state around us, there are women who are coming to seek refuge and seek to exercise their rights here in Illinois. So we needed to do several things. One is to increase capacity so that we can handle that influx and also take care of the women who are right here in our own state. And then we need to protect people from the legal liability, from the criminal liability that they could be subjected to in those other anti-choice states.
Yeah, okay, so I guess those children that you basically slaughter on a woke order of reproductive rights just don't count as much as those who are shot. This is the hypocrisy of the left. But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I will see you on the next one. Peace.